So beauty fans, Clinique have just brought back the chubby stick, but they've collaborated with Crayola, the kids brand. But this isn't a totally new collaboration because they did do this collab back in 2017. They actually launched this exclusive for Selfridges design. It was like a nice sort of product launch essentially, but it wasn't really anything bigger than that. And the reason that they've now collaborated with Crayola again says everything about where the beauty industry is headed. The cultural context has completely shifted in the last 5 or so years. And there's a lot more conversations now going on about beauty pressure and perfectionism and this sort of backlash against like unattainable standards, 10-step skincare routines. And that wasn't there back in 2017, that just wasn't happening. The chubby stick has been around for years. I remember when I was at uni, I would use it, just sort of grab and go for a little bit of pop of colour without feeling overdone, because it's really quick and it's non-prescriptive. You can like use it on your cheeks and your mouth. Then you look at Crayola, and it's a brand that sort of gave you a box of like 64 colouring pencils as a kid, and you just kind of went crazy with them. And so each brand is just being inspired by the other. So Clinique is inspired by Crayola's ethos of imagination and freedom, and has actually introduced these mistake-proof designs. So it just shows how much the beauty industry is shifting and how Clinique is wanting to move away from that idea of perfectionism and is borrowing from Crayola, who is all about messy play. And so they're the perfect partner for Clinique. Both of their audiences are trying to reclaim creativity as part of their everyday life. They haven't done this big digital campaign. They've really gone into like physical activations with giant colouring walls and, indoor big experiences. It's super interesting how slightly more established, like I guess luxury brands are borrowing from iconic brands that have lost a bit of relevance in the mid 20 to 30s category, and they're just borrowing from each other and really complementing each other, but also playing this bigger role in culture, which is all about now how can we move away from perfectionism and AI and unrealistic standards, especially in the beauty industry.